But that was literally a Vegas show. I think it was like an afternoon show, like 5 o'clock. She would do the show.
People can't get tickets for Wayne Newton.
No, they couldn't get Siegfried and Roy.
Wayne Newton sold out. God damn it! I came home. I can't wait to see his rendition.
I'll go watch.
I did it my way.
I love seeing people who don't like. I went to a Christmas party once, and Steve, Simone, and Joey were there, and they ran out of the room.
I'm Catholic. I don't like magicians.
You're done.
No, I don't want to see magicians.
They freak you out.
They make me nervous. I'm a Catholic.
He was doing card tricks, and they were like,
don't
nothing.
make my Coke disappear. I don't want. You can't make my Coke disappear.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
There's only one way to do that. There's only one way to do that.
They fucking. I don't know. Something about magicians, clowns. They just. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ventriloquists get creepy sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ventriloquists freak me out.
They're great, but they get creepy sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a couple friends who became ventriloquists from comedy. Like, they couldn't sell tickets to comics, so they became ventriloquists. They fucking sell shit out.
Yeah.
They sell shit out on a Saturday night in the fucking, in like off Route 52 in Boston.
Oh yeah.
What was the name of that town? Because that used to be a comedy club.
Uh-huh.
But Saturday Night Late, he had that Santos guy, and that guy, he was R-rated.
Uh-huh.
He's a hypnotist, R-rated hypnotist.
And he sells them out, Jack.
Really?
And he's a nice guy. I met him a couple times. He's always been very nice. I would open for him because as a feature act, you would feature for the headliner. He had 3 rooms at the Club 56 or 52.
I don't know where this is.
This is in Boston 15 years ago.
Wow.
This guy's dead and buried.
What's his name?
Ron something. Selma, Ron DeLuca, Ron something like that. A comic here said, you're never going to get into Nick's or the other place, the big Bill Bloomer
Comedy Connection.
The Comedy Connection.
Yeah.
But this guy loves L.A. comics. So he brought me out with Stanhope.
Nice.
So he would bring me out with Stanhope, and I would do... You did like 7 shows in 2 days as a feature.
Jesus.
At $100 a show.
Yeah, man.
And he would give you like a $200 bonus. You could eat lobster.
Dude.
He had lobster there, clam chowder, whatever you want.
He was selling out like that.
He had... It's where Jay Leno's from.
Yeah.
What's the name of that town?
Newton, Lowell, something like that.
Lowell.
Okay.
So he had like this built-in next to it is a Puerto Rican town. A lot of Spanish people.
Yeah.
Next to it. So he worked off that. It was a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
He was where Jay Leno was from 4 blocks away. Like if you crossed the fucking road and you went 3 blocks, he took me over there and showed me his house. So it was in Jay Leno's hometown.
He worked where he lived.
He
was pulling numbers like that.
He had Club 52 or 56. Listen to what he did.
Oh, wait, he owned it.
He owned it.
What?
So what he was doing was, what?
Well, the name, he's from Andover. Andover, yeah.
Andover.
Oh,
Mass.
okay.
Club 56 was in Andover, Mass. So they had a rule. If you worked for him, you couldn't work for Bill. Bill laid down the law. But when you're a feature, Bill wasn't going to work you unless a headliner brought you to the Comedy Connection anyway.
Yeah.
In those days, they weren't really hiring features. Why would they bring a feature in? They got Boston's 39,000 features.
Exactly.
But this guy brought features in because of that reason.
Yeah.
So he would do 7 o'clock in the run room was Tina and Tony's wedding. I mean, he went all out.
Wow.
Then the big room was the comedy would be, Stanhope or Rogan or Gabriel or you. And then you would do 2 shows in that room.
Mm-hmm.
So Friday you would do Worcester at the Aku, a Chinese restaurant, always puke. They would drink those fucking
Scorpion Bowls.
Wait a minute, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, we all did it at one time.
Are you talking about I know exactly what you're talking about. And then you look on the tables and they had the lava flows.
The lava flows. And people would always puke there. So 2 shows, and there was always a fist fight.
Are you serious?
Worcester,
That was it.
Always. That was Friday nights, and then Saturday you headlined. But most comics got hip. Most names got hip, and they're like, "We're not doing Worcester. We'll just fly in." Like, I remember Chris Titus said, "I don't do Worcester. I only do Andover Friday and Saturday. I can't take Worcester." A lot of guys are scared.
Yeah.
So he would headline. He would have Worcester Friday, his club Friday and Saturday. So the whole weekend, the guy would do close to 10 shows.
Jesus.
So one main headliner, Tina and Tony's wedding, a second main room show, and a local show. And then midnight was Frank Santos, or 11 o'clock was Frank Santos.
They have a few of those in Massachusetts. The Chinese with the upstairs, there's comedy. It's great.
That's
fried rice
crazy.
and comedy.
fried rice and comedy.
San Francisco does the thing for Jewish people. They hire for Christmas.
Oh,
They bring Wendy Liebman up, a Jewish comic. And it's just
that's funny.
It's a comedy show for Jews at a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, I love it.
I'd go to that.
When you first moved to Vegas, what
Yeah.
year was it to start comedy?
1989. You know what's crazy? That it's so funny that I'm talking to you right now because Steve Sharippa used to book
The Riv.
The Riv, bro, the comedy club, I think it was called, right? That was like Sammy Shore's room.
Right.
He would always go up there, and I would watch Schimmel, I would watch Slayton, I would watch everybody, and mind you, I just came from, I'm still like 18, you know what I mean? So I wanted to be a comic. So I kept calling. He was the only booker that would answer the phone. Like, I would call every comedy club. There was a Catch Rising Star at the MGM, but I think it was it's Bally's now, but it used to be called the MGM. And then there was just other comedy clubs everywhere. Like Harrah's, I think, had the Improv. I can't remember, but I would call. I would just always call, and then, but he was the only one that would answer the phone, the Riviera Comedy Club. And literally like every other week, I would change my name and go, hey, I'm a local comic. I'd like to do warm up like 5 minutes. If I could like MC, I'd love to do it, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, we already got somebody, kid. All right, thank you. All right. And he'd hang up. Man, finally, after like maybe the 6th month after I've changed my name like 1,000 times, he was like, hey, look, kid. All right. You're not going to get in here calling me every week. You need to go to LA. You need to work on your craft. And then you're going to get an agent. And then they're going to book you here. All right? That's all I'm going to tell you. That's how you. He was really nice. I was like, all right, thank you. He's like, all right, I'll see you in the future. And he hung up. And that was the last time I talked to Steve Sharippa. But thank God he did that, because I literally was going to keep calling him until he booked me. And then finally he was just like, that's not how you do it, kid.
Who was in your circle in Vegas?
Nobody there. I mean,
Do you remember Sam Tripoli?
Oh, of course. No, but
Okay.
see, this is before that. Tripoli was like, there was a coffee house called Buzzy's Cafe, and it was a coffee house right by UNLV, and it was like, I can't remember all the guys. It was Rich, Sam, and a couple other people that were local comics that were that had the
Stanhope
scene
was there
there
for a while too.
Stanhope was already like our god. You know what I mean?
No shit.
Well, yeah, he was kind of like, he already had like, he didn't have TV cred, but he was already kind of like doing his shit. He was already like a name. Like if Stanhope was going to go up that night, we were all kind of like, yo, Stanhope's coming. You know what I mean? You know how it is. We're all starting.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.